Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham world. Oh my God, I forgot what that was like. I forgot what it's like to win. It's been so long. It's to have a win like that, an away win, where you don't concede a goal, or you go 1-0 up and you go into a defensive shell where we absolutely, crap ourselves and it becomes very negative. My God, listen, I'm not going to say and sit here and be like, oh, that was the best game I've ever seen, or anything up to about the 75th minute was incredible, but how good does that feel? Oh my God, it's just a relief going into that international break to finally just get some points on the board, and that's a great win. That's a top win. That listen, Forrest are a good side. He's a good manager. They've got some very good players. Forrest very good defensively, great goalkeeper, um, and we did really well today. Really well. I don't ever want to see five at the back again. I think we've shown now that four at the back with a bit more of a packed midfield works, and we've still got players that can come in there. Magassa may get another one. Maybe Cresswell comes in as well at centre back. But we were definitely better. More solid. We still lacked potency and an attacking threat in the first half. It was very slow and we didn't really know what to do. Paqueta's passes wasn't coming off. The first half was quite frustrating. I thought Fernandez, obviously making his debut, I thought he was really good. That you can see that there's going to be a really good player in here. Once he, gets his confidence, gets his feet right under the table at West Ham, I can see him being one of those sort of players that wants to take the game by the scruff of the neck and try and be that leader on the pitch himself. He was sharing the ball well with Paqueta. He was getting his foot stuck in. His passes were neat and tidy. I thought he was really good today. I'll tell you who I was really impressed with: Kyle Walker-Peters and Juve. I thought they were brilliant. Kyle Walker-Peters did everything right. He defended really well against a tricky Hudson-Odoi. Was offering a threat as well, trying to go forward as well. I thought Juve, every single header to that back. But how many times have we seen it in the past with like an Aaron Cresswell or someone like that? That ball over the top to the back post, and Cresswell gets beat at the back post. Juve won every single one of them headers. The little flick back headers. He was there with the tackling. Obviously, he got an assist in the end as well. He was brilliant. Mav was good in the air. Kilman's just Kilman. Like Kilman, I can't. I can never praise him. It's hard. I just can't praise Kilman. Who else? Bowen was, when Bowen got the chance, he took it well. Anyway, so the first half wasn't that great. We didn't really do too much, really. We had one chance, if I can remember. I think Paqueta had a chance where Fernandez laid it back to him. That was a bit unlucky. Apart from that, there wasn't really much else. Keep your comments coming in, guys. I will read them all at the end. Just if you're new around here. But yeah, second half, again, we kept the ball well. It sort of opened up a little bit. They had a few little half chances here and there. I don't remember Hermanderson making any sort of major saves in the game, I'll be honest with you. He was a bit more assured anyway. And we must have done something in training this week on corners and set pieces, because he was overloading defensively, winning the headers, trying to keep that ball just out of that danger area. A lot better. And then a key point in the game happened when Jimmy came on. That was one of the best things as well today. When the team lineup come out and you see Jimmy Somerville on the bench, it was like, okay, there's a difference maker there. And I've got to give him credit as well. I can't believe I haven't even mentioned his name. I thought Callum Wilson was excellent when he came on. He had two really good chances. He was in there, he was turning in the box, trying to make something happen. Then he had another one where he made something happen. Then he obviously had that one right at the end where he took it off Lionel Bowen. When Bowen went on that messy run, that would have been an absolute worldie of a goal if he would have put that in. But anyway, the goal did come. Jimmy Somerville running in, just trying to create some havoc. Ball fell to Bowen. First time finished. Didn't even look. Absolute fantastic goal. That was about the 82nd minute or 84th minute. Really good goal. Needed. Sort of deserved as well. I think it was a fair, if either team would have gone 1-0 up at that point, I think it would have been a fair reflection. It was one of those sort of games up until that point. Yeah, great goal. Great goal. My fear then, though, because obviously Irvine had come on and Fernandez had come off, my fear was we was going to go into a more defensive shell, like we have done, like the Wolves game when we went 1-0 up. Sorry, when we went 2-1 up and we went back into our shell. We didn't this time. We didn't. And my God, is Somerville an outlet? What a player. What just pace. It just shows you how important pace is in the Premier League. You know, even at what is he, 34, Wilson's got that little bit of pace, just that little bit, not killer like Jimmy. But yeah, then Jimmy got the ball, burst into the box, was taken out. I think it was Sanghera took him out, wasn't it? Definite penalty. You know, they had a little look back, see if there was fouls and stuff like that. Was given, thankfully, and our boy stepped up. Lucas Paquetá stepped up, you know, with his typical penalty, calls cucumber, puts it in, and that celebration for me was brilliant. You know, after all the stuff that's been there, the last day, 24 hours, which has wound me up, you know, with that's what I couldn't even be bothered to do a video about it with the Paquetá stuff because it changed so much. It was he's going, he's not playing, he's not even travelled, then he's playing, he may still go Monday, then right up to the game, you know, he's not going. I think that celebration, hopefully, unless Sullivan does something silly, I think that says he's staying and wants to stay. It was beautiful. What a celebration. You know, no. Kiss the badge. I'm here. I love here. Blah, 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 blah. Brilliant celebration. Fantastic celebration. And at 2-0, you know, unless we absolutely capitulated, we weren't going to lose that game. And then we did get a third. Juve got his assist after a really good game from him. Ball was played out to Juve. Juve whips it in. And I'm really glad that Callum Wilson has got a goal. I really am glad because we need goals. We need goals from everywhere. You know, we need, you know, if Souček does go, which we don't know, he could go tomorrow. We don't know. We need someone who's going to get a goal. We know Bowen's going to get a goal. We know Paquetá's in good form. He's got 3 goals now already. If Wilson can get some goals and you get Fulkrug scoring, and then maybe we bring in another one tomorrow, you start just that change, just that feel of confidence. Like just straight away, I'm not as negative now. I'm not as negative. I see some positives in there. You get Magassa in there, take one of Ward-Prowse and Souček out. If Cresswell is to come in, you know, lots of rumours, big rumours on Cresswell coming in, and you take Kilman out of there, I tell you what, all of a sudden my mindset changes in terms of the team. And just before anyone does say, this doesn't stop me wanting BS out, and it doesn't stop me wanting and supporting the protest. I'm happy that West Ham have won, and let's just make that clear. Okay, my mindset has not changed on the board. Yeah, good header from Callum Wilson to make it 3-0. Could have been 4, like I say. Bowen with that ridiculous run into the box. You know, and then Wilson takes it off his foot. But brilliant win. Brilliant win against a really good, tricky, well-trained team in Forrest. You know, this is a team that was really good last year and got a fantastic goalie, fantastic centre-backs. It's a great win for us. A great win. And we go into that international break now, not in the bottom 3, thankfully. And just happier. Just some happiness. And also, what you got to think as well, if we would have lost today, and there's players that maybe we're lining up, you know, maybe Cresswell is getting lined up, maybe Timber's getting lined up. Who knows what players we're getting lined up for tomorrow. Now they look at the table and West Ham are not in that bottom 3. I think just that little visual and that little, you know, thing to look at will be definitely a bit more positive going into tomorrow. Right, as promised, every single comment I will go back and read. Let's go right back to the beginning. Darren Turner says, get in. Darren says, we can't let Patman go, especially on a $5 million loan. I think, like I said, hopefully that celebration summed it up. You know, that he wants to stay. And the only reason he will go is if Sullivan's an idiot and accepts a bid tomorrow and sort of forces his hand, really. Well, that was a coupon buster. Definitely, mate. All them people that probably had Chris Wood as their captain today as well. Richie says, what a game. Packardar celebration says it all. The players we finished with is our starting 11. Yeah, apart from maybe Irvine, mate, obviously you get Magassa in there, wouldn't you? And hopefully Magassa has just as much as impact as Fernandez had. Just having that midfield that's a bit more mobile and can move. It was just so much better at times. It took a while, but it will get there, I think. A Gerd can do one. Oh, just before I carry on, I will give credit to Potter today for changing the formation and, in the end, bringing on Somerville and, trying to change the game and trying to win the game. I will give him credit today. I'm not that harsh a guy. I'm glad that he's made that change, because if he would have gone free at the back again today and we would have said Rodriguez, Ward Price and Socek in there, and he wouldn't have started Fernandez, and would have gone back to the same, then I think we would have all got very frustrated today. So don't want to see free at the back anymore. User Sussex says, Brian, definitely. Packardar gave absolutely everything today. Man of the match, 100%. 4 at the back, good defending, aggression in midfield, better balance in midfield. Subs had a huge impact. Yeah, the only thing, Brian, was once before Somerville come on, I don't think we had much down the left-hand side. Obviously, Juve was there, but obviously he didn't have someone really there supporting him. So for me, when Jimmy's back and Jimmy's proper back and starting games, which hopefully now, he's got 2 weeks to relax now, you get Bowen and Jimmy right and left. There's real balance there and causes real problems. Not often a sub will get a 10 out of 10, but Jimmy deserved it 100%, mate. I just did my Finalysis on the app, the one that all the West Ham, if you've seen him on Sky Sports, just put him in as a 10 out of 10. Somerville and Wilson made a huge impact. They did, mate. Somerville was immense. Matthew Upson, we forgive you too. Wilson really impressed. I think a lot of people are saying that, mate. Pace and width. Who would have guessed that gets you somewhere? 100%, mate. 100%. Something we've all been screaming out for years in West Ham is pace. Pace. It frightens defenders. It makes them take a couple of yards back in where they're positioning. That opens up space for players like Packardar and Bowings to do their magic. If you haven't got pace, it's very easy to defend the back against. You can risk that higher line a bit because no one's going to hurt you. As soon as Jimmy come on, we can hurt them. Nice to see Wilson score for us instead of against us. Fabrizio Romano, where are you? He got a few things wrong, mate. A few things wrong with West Ham this summer. Packardar is going nowhere. A rare clean sheet. That felt like a cup game. He kissed the badge. I hope he doesn't go. I hope he don't go either, mate. Bowen's finish was pure quality. It was, mate. Brilliant goal. Packardar will give us another year because we stood by him through the criminal case. We did, and we have got the option to add another year. So, if, and again, it just shows what a win does. If we turn the season around now and can get where we want to be, who knows? Hopefully that start of the season was a real blip. We've got some players in now. Hopefully we get a couple more tomorrow as well, and only the players like Rodriguez, Irvine, and a Gerd, less said about him the better, goes, then who knows? Who knows? Another real pacey one would be my preference. Fernandez looked very good, same wavelength as Packardar. Yeah, you can tell. Listen, Fernandez, 21 years old. You can tell there's a big player in there. When this guy's 25, he's going to be really good, really good. The Fernandez and Packardar link up was good. Fernandez and Packardar are going to cook. Steady first half, high tempo, and exciting second half. Keep Irvine and get rid of James Ward-Prowse. I agree with that. When James Ward-Prowse went off, we went into one overdrive. We did. We started to pass the ball quicker, started to move it better. So, yeah, that's the one. I don't want to see him in the team anymore. I don't. What did he do? Even his set pieces ain't that good. Them corners are not that good. They're not. But yeah, absolutely over the moon today. Honestly, I forgot what it's like to win like that. It's been such a long time. We had the great win against Arsenal under Potter, which is great because I just hate Arsenal anyway. But yeah, just to get that win, just get them points, get them first points on the board. And results went fairly our way this weekend. You know, Wolves are still not very good. You know, and them teams down there, they're not. Hopefully, you know, listen, I'd still bite your hand off 17th right now because that's only one game. But I see something today, and it's a result like that. Winning 3-0 can spark something. And it's a shame, really, that we've got this gap now. As much as it's good that we can sort of reflect and we don't go into it on a loss, when you win, you want to keep going. You want to keep winning because it's a big, big game, the next one. Obviously, it's Tottenham, I believe, which is going to be, you know, a real pressure cooker. Obviously, the return of Caduce and things like that. But, yeah, so much happier today. So much happier today. My wish for tomorrow, like I say, just to end this video, Lucas Paquetá stays. Irvine goes, just because I think he will. Rodriguez goes. Agurd goes. Cresswell in. If I'm being greedy, Timber in. And a striker. I don't know who that striker is, though. I can't, you know, I know Boniface and that have been linked, but a striker, just because I'm not fully convinced with Fulkrug. I'm just not fully convinced. He's a good player. He seems like a great guy, but I don't think he's going to get us enough goals. I don't. And I think we need a pacey striker that can start, a big, pacey, physical striker, and then you get Callum Wilson comes on to create a bit of havoc at the end. Anyway, I'm leaving it there, guys. Please, there's 20 of you watching live. Hit the like button now. And if you're watching it back, please subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy the international break. You know what? For once, I'm actually happy that the international break's here. I am. I'm happy it's here because we can reflect. He can get them on the training ground. We can get some players in hopefully tomorrow. And we'll see. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Finally, we've got to win. Let's go.